No sabemos, el número no lo sabemos. También estamos coordinando con el Departamento de Seguridad para que nos digan de qué se trata. Estamos coordinando con ellos, queremos escuchar claramente para comunicarle a los medios de comunicación. We don't know how many refugees and immigrants are going to come. We don't know yet. That is the reason why we are coordinating with the Homeland Security to make sure that they provide to us that information so we can share that with you. But we are prepared, regardless the number, to make sure that we welcome the refugee and the immigrant community. Ma'am.
¿Han tenido contacto con los que han llegado de todas maneras?
Sí, definitivamente ya hemos tenido contacto y ya se han ido para los diferentes estados. La mayoría eran venezolanos y venezolanas nicaragüenses y se fueron para Florida y para Nueva York, todos. A propósito, the great majority, the people who arrived, come from Venezuela and Nicaragua, and they make a decision that they want to reunite with the families in Florida and in New York. Ma'am? Give me 1 second. No idea.
What are you expecting next month when Title 42 winds down?
Can you repeat the question again?
What are you expecting next month when Title 42, the health rule that's been used?
So what I can say is that Title 42 is an excuse by this governor to do what they are doing. As soon as it's going to be an end, we are going to prepare and we are going to be welcome to receive them if they decide to come to this area. It's our responsibility. They have been waiting for 2 years right over there in Mexico. We believe that was an excuse by the previous administration to stop the immigrant community, to use that. Because as you know, millions of people travel all around the nation. In the middle of the pandemic, millions of us travel. And they focus specifically in the immigrant community. So I believe that was a pretext. Title 42 was a legal pretext that the previous administration used to attack the immigrant community. Ma'am?
Can you elaborate on the coordination with regional governments? Are they relaying to you when buses are arriving or how many people to expect?
Absolutely. You can read the statements from the county executive, Montgomery County, in Prince George, the statement from the supervisor in Prince William, in Arlington, in Fairfax about what they stand. They are prepared and ready to welcome the immigrant community. And we are ready with the non-profit organization and with different congregations to support them and to welcome them. Yes, ma'am?
But in addition to that, are they also relaying information as to when buses are arriving?
Not yet. And that is the reason why we need to coordinate with Homeland Security. Abel, do you want to add anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the information that we have is being kept on purpose. Remember, they're coming on private charter buses paid by Texas taxpayers. So we don't have that information. We're trying to coordinate with actually municipalities that may have more information letting us know that buses have left. But I also want to make something clear that the people that are in these buses have already been processed by Border Patrol. These are not, the statement that Governor Abbott said that he was going to go and round up immigrants that were crossing the border illegally and send them to the Capitol steps of Washington. That's not what actually happens. These are people that have been processed by USCIS. They have their date in court set. And actually, Governor Abbott has to ask them if they want to come in the buses, because if not, he then would be in violation of human trafficking. Let's be clear about what it is. So we are ready to receive them, to support them as they go through the legal process that they have to go through now that they have been processed at the center at the border and have had interviews of credible fear.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to, if you can share more details about, exactly how the families and migrants who are coming through, like where they're going to go, where they're taking shelter, what are the plans to sort of get them into shelter?
Yeah, so remember at this time, we don't know what's coming here. What we gotten from the two buses is that the majority of the people that were on those buses had familial ties outside of the DMV area. Out of the first 23 people that came in the first bus, 15 of them, their families were already here waiting for them. That is because they had already been released. Most of those people had already coordinated with their families to make sure that they get to where they need to go. We are here to provide that support for those that don't have that ability and that they continue on. But the reality is that who's coming here has already been processed. The U.S. knows who they are, and they've already been put into the process, whether it's asylum or any other immigration process that they need to follow.
And
If I could just have one follow-up, do you get any sort of insight on who these families are? Are you facilitating with connecting the migrants to the families and
we're ready to do that. At this time, we haven't had the opportunity. By the time we have gotten here and offered that support, they already have boarded buses to their final destination.
And what we learned that the great majority of them were from Venezuela and from Nicaragua, and they already have families here. So that is kind of the reality with these refugees and immigrants. You have a question?
¿Saben si se subieron voluntariamente a los buses? No fueron forzados.
No fueron forzados.
Have any of the migrants been sent here against their will or have been coerced into coming to DC?
We don't. The governor, let's make it clear, the governor has no authority to round up anyone in Texas to put them on buses and transport them. So we are assuming that they were brought here voluntarily. Having said that, we haven't done a deep intake with them to understand what they were told, where they were told, to get them here. I mean, this was not their final destination, so I don't know if anything else was said to them that made them get on the bus in the first place.
They know they're coming to DC? They know
Yes,
where
they know they were coming to DC.
Gustavo, pero el problema más grande es, como decía la compañera, que el título 42 todavía no se ha levantado, sino será hasta el 16 de mayo que se va a levantar. Entonces, todas estas personas son las que ya han sido procesadas y cuando ya se levante la restricción o se levante lo del título 42, entonces creen sí que va a haber, como lo que están diciendo los republicanos, una avalancha de inmigrantes. Aclara, por favor.
Yo pienso que definitivamente va a haber un grupo más de inmigrantes y refugiados que van a llegar, y por eso es importantísimo que nosotros coordinemos todas las organizaciones comunitarias, las iglesias, las instituciones y los gobiernos locales, que coordinemos para darle la bienvenida a los refugiados. Recuerden, este es un país de inmigrantes, nosotros somos inmigrantes, todos los que vemos acá somos inmigrantes, excepto nuestros hermanos y hermanas afroamericanos que fueron traídos aquí como esclavos, pero de resto todos nosotros somos inmigrantes y así llegamos y tenemos que darle la bienvenida. Así pues, de que nosotros vamos a coordinar y estamos coordinando para asegurarnos, si es que realmente se llega a presentar ese número tan grande que se habla, para que sea de una manera ordenada y precisa.
Ustedes tienen experiencia en el sentido de que hay transportación de los inmigrantes desde la frontera hasta acá. ¿Cuál es el estimado solamente de transportar a un inmigrante desde Texas hasta Washington?
El estimado del costo. Realmente yo no tengo la información, pero un bus puede costar, qué sé yo, $10,000, algo así, para traer a los inmigrantes a esta área. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you. ¿Se puede?
Sí,
se puede.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Por favor, en español, por favor, la bienvenida y también porque se ha dado toda esta desinformación.
Queremos darle la bienvenida a todos nuestros hermanos refugiados y a los inmigrantes, porque sabemos que nosotros también somos inmigrantes. En el área metropolitana de Washington somos muy privilegiados, que tenemos gobernadores que son bien progresistas y pro-inmigrantes. De hecho, ya sacaron su pronunciamiento y nosotros creemos que es el momento